Hello and welcome to Starting Out Solitary. My name is Amanda, and this is like the umpteenth time I've been recording it because my camera keeps going out. So, hopefully I can get through it. Okay, so I'm your Tuesday host, and this week we are talking about Christian holidays and if we celebrate them and do we have any Christian aspects in our practice. Okay, so sorry, I'm a little stressed out because this is probably like the 25th time I've recorded this video. So for Christian aspects, if we have any, the only thing I can think of is the two prayers that I kept from my childhood, and they mean a lot to me because I've been saying them since I was 5 years old, and my grandma taught them to me. They don't really seem, now saying them now, they don't really seem Christian-like. I think I associate it to Christianity because my grandma's Christian, and that's kind of a Christian thing to do, is pray at night or before meals and stuff like that, and that's what I kind of associate it to. But what they're intended for is a family blessing for the night, so when you go down to sleep, it's asking that everyone will have a good night's rest to wake up in the morning well and healthy. And then the second prayer is for anyone that is sick, terminally ill, has cancer, and all this other stuff, or is close to death. And the words, you kind of switch them for the death and the terminally ill one. Like, I know when my grandma had cancer, we would say, well, please make sure that she can take the chemo and the radiation and she'll recover at her own pace and make sure she has the best interests of health and stuff like that in it. And then with the term, or with people going close to death, is pretty much stating that we understand why they have to leave, that God was calling them home and stuff like that, and that we will be okay, and they should just enjoy their time when they pass and stuff like that, so they're not like lingering around or anything like that. So it was pretty much our blessing, saying, I understand you need to go, I'm gonna miss you, but I understand. Is pretty much what that last prayer was. Other than that, the holidays, the holidays, I don't celebrate them like Christians would, or what you would think Christians would, like telling the story of Jesus' birth and the trip that Mary and Joseph had to make, and the manger and the star and the 3 wise men, and yeah, like don't do that. The most I do even now is I might go to their Christmas service. Their candlelight service is what I think my church calls it, because we light a whole bunch of candles. And the only cool thing about that was, even if you were 5, you could hold a candle. It was awesome, because you got to hold the candle and play with the wax in the little cup thingy. Yeah, it was awesome. Other than that, Easter was another big time. It was pretty much just going to church at 6 o'clock in the morning to watch the sunrise into the stained glass window, which was horrible, because I remember that. And I was an acolyte, which is like the little people that light the candles on the little altar thingies. And I remember every Easter, while I was getting in the process of my confirmation or getting confirmed, it was like 2 years in a row. Plus all the times my sister and brothers did it, so that was like 6 more years added on to that. I had to go up there and do it with them and stuff, because no one else wanted to do it, or no one else would be up. Like, they didn't ask you like a week before, they literally asked you when you got there, and they're like, oh, can you carry the cross down the center of that, and the Bible, and the something else, and then the pastor would walk in behind you. So that's how we had open service. And I can tell you that the whole cross was like a brass cross at the top of like the staff that you'd hold. It was heavy. And then I was little. I was really, really dinky when I was like 16, 17 years old. And then there was this massive Bible, like the altar Bible. It was like huge. And that was heavy. And watching these little kids trying to take it down the aisle was the most ridiculous. I remember one kid fell flat on his face. It was really sad, and it was really hard for everyone not to laugh at him. It was really, really sad. But no one realizes how big that book was, like, or how heavy it was. It was ridiculous. Yeah. And if you were lucky, if you got to carry the little small bowl like thing, it was a little gold bowl that you got to carry. If you got that, oh gosh, you were so lucky. Other than that, I really don't celebrate them. Other than it's a family get-together time for us. We celebrate Santa and him coming. Sorry, that sounded really sarcastic, but no, we celebrate Santa coming, and we exchange gifts, but mostly the holidays were meant to be about family. Sorry, I had a really weird pause right there. But it was meant to be about family and the time spent together, because a lot of our family lives way out of state. Like, especially us now, we live like a ridiculous amount away from our hometown and where we would be celebrating with our family. So if we got the opportunity to go back, we would go back to our hometown. We'd go with our family, and everybody else that lives, got the hiccups. Everyone else around us would come in to visit us to see and catch up. It was time to catch up. It was time to see the families that have moved out of state or more than 2 hours away, because it was a lot harder to get to them and stuff like that, especially in the Minnesota weather. Yeah, if you didn't know, I'm from Minnesota. That's not currently where I am, but yeah. But the snow was a big deal and stuff like that, and I mean, it was just time to get together and stuff like that. Also, about this time of year, too, I become like a crabapple, because I do not understand why people get so angry at this time of year. Like, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but people get angry. Like, people get angry over the smallest, stupidest things, even though there's, like, bigger problems in the world. But we're fighting over if we can say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, or whatever. So that's my biggest thing about the Christian holidays and stuff like that, and how we don't really celebrate it. Because I remember my mom having a talk with us saying that it shouldn't matter if I say Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays or Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, or whatever, or Happy Yuletide. She said it shouldn't matter. As long as it's a good blessing, you should just take it for as it is, and you should accept people for who they are and what they celebrate. And it was weird listening to my mom say that, because she was adopted, if you guys didn't know. And she grew up Buddhist up until she was 15 years old when she got adopted by my parents. And then she pretty much renounced her Buddhism, or how she practiced, from her Asian culture. And then pretty much took on Christianity because she wanted to be full American, or whatever the definition, or how she said it to me. But that was her choice, and that's fine. But, so it was interesting for her to be like, hey, you should accept everybody, and stuff like that. So that's also, I guess, a little bit religious-y. But other than that, I really hate this time of year. I become a crabapple because everyone's really sour. Don't really celebrate the holidays. I celebrate Santa and stuff like that. But other than that, I should probably let you guys go. And this is what I'm going to leave you with. Happy dappy do holidays, you guys. So none of you can get mad, because it's great. It's a great thing, and I think everyone else should say it too. So happy dappy do, you guys, and blessed be.